Occupy Wall Street has been an action in New York City for 2 months. This is the 2-month anniversary, November 17th, and we were approached by their Comfort Committee a month ago asking us for support, particularly through shelter in the form of tents, and we have raised some money and also purchased tents and taken 100 tents to them to use. After the camp at Zuccotti Park was raided last Friday, we have been in touch with their GA and their Comfort Committee and their Health Committee, and also with the other faith leaders of Occupy Faith NYC, and we decided that all the churches would try to open their facilities and provide shelter and during these cold months and wet months of the year.
Bathroom down there. There's some water up here if you need water. Towel if you need a towel. Okay. David, Allison. Thanks, man. Gino. Where should we bring food? Right at the table.
Well, I work at Interfaith Worker Justice, and they had a day of action today in conjunction with the Occupy Movement's Day of Action, and I've been involved with Chicago, but I wanted to come to the place where the movement was incepted because it's the biggest here.
I think what did it for me was seeing so many people in the 20-something range, so passionate and so willing, because I'm 41. And in my 20s, I didn't care, I didn't bother, I had no concern for the world or politics. But I've watched it spiraling out of control, so it just, you know, to see that many people really wanting to make a change just said, okay, I'm right there with them.
After the raids at Zuccotti Park, I felt called to come here and take part in these actions rather than the ones back at home. So I called up my boss at 8 o'clock at night and told her I wasn't coming to work for the rest of the week, and just drove on over here. This is not a movement against a 1% of people, but a movement for an entire body of folks. And there are tons of people out there who are struggling in this economy, and there just aren't the systems in place to help, you know, relieve some of those struggles. So it's our goal and it's our mission as Christians to continue to help fight against that struggle.
What is happening at Zuccotti Park is forever, and the way I see what happened as I reflect on it is I would compare it as to what happens with a seed that is planted. A seed is planted into the ground, and in a certain moment the outer husk of the seed is pulled back, and the plant itself springs up and becomes visible. And so basically I see the stripping away of all the tents and the tarps and the camping gear as the stripping away of the husk of what actually is the Occupy Wall Street movement.
The Riverside Church is historically a peace and justice church, and this is at its very core movement for economic justice and a redistribution of wealth. These young people, through a radically new way of being community, are trying to raise the issue, and they are not going to go away until it's addressed in some form or fashion. I think they'll continue this movement of liberation for a long time to come, and the faith communities informed by Christian, Jewish, Muslim traditions all speak for economic justice.